everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to our final stream.
Hey.
We are done with streams and all is good. And
It's so good.
we're excited to talk to you guys today about, everything, really. So, we're going to be going from the start of this whole adventure all the way to the end. End-ish. We'll have a little bit of an announcement towards the end-ish, kind of an announcement, kind of not. But so yeah, without much else to do, so we started this. Well, it was initially actually Raya alone, by the way.
Yeah.
She cannot be here with us today because she is traveling, unfortunately, but she's here in spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just her, and she actually joined. I'm sorry. She found the submission form for this, and for years I've known her, and I was talking about game development and all that stuff. And so when she found it, she came right to me and she's like, "Let's do this." And so it was my first crack at actually developing a game this size or anything like this, but I've always wanted to. And so she brought it to me, and then she doesn't really play games too much, but she wanted to join me because she's a programmer, and so it was great. And so then from there, we started coming up with ideas. She came up with the idea of like a GTA style game here. I told her that is a way too big of a scope. Way too
She wanted
big.
like an open world.
Giant. Yeah, she wanted open world. I'm like, there is no way we can do that. In 15 to 20 years, we cannot do that, you know? Yeah, so then I came up with the horror game, and I had like a vague story at the time and whatnot, and then we pitched the game, just me and her, and then
I came along.
Yes, and then I was looking for artists, and then I remembered my friend's like sister, and I was like, "Oh yeah, right, she's in my class. Yeah, I was talking to her. Yeah, she's a good artist. I'll ask her." And then you started to like send me some like concept arts.
Yeah,
and,
you told me you were like, we need like the whole team to decide whether you're like fit for it. And then
no, I said it's just me and my friend. I didn't exaggerate. I didn't exaggerate, okay? I literally just said like, yeah, we're just looking at like another artist as well. So like, you know,
yeah. And then I sent you like some concept arts.
My voice is more pitched again?
It is, but it's fine. I can hear you fine though.
Okay, I know how to fix that. Sorry, just 1 second. Okay, my audio will cut out for a second though.
I think.
So
I don't think there's a problem with it.
Okay, look, you talk about your side of things, and then I'll just get this fixed. It shouldn't take long.
Okay, so I already did like concept art before, but he wanted a specific like a horror game concept art, and I was like, I don't have anything typically like horror-ish. So, sorry, you're talking, Faris? I could not hear you. Yep, it's okay. I can hear you now. Speak. No, I can't hear you. Nope. Bring it back. I can't hear you at all. It's okay. If you can bring it back, it's cool. Anyways, as I was saying, so he was like, like we're looking for an artist, and both of us need to like, like like recruit you kind of, and we need to look at your art and stuff. But Gaia didn't know what my art is, so I wanted to like impress her in some way, and I kind of made like on the spot horror concept artworks, right? And then they said it was awesome, and I was like super happy about that. You get me? So yeah, and that was.
Can you
And
hear
then
me
what
now?
happened afterwards? Yes, I can hear you now.
There
Say
we
hi.
go. Hi.
Hi. Okay. So it's a
Okay.
low volume, but it's better-ish.
I mean, let me see if this will fix it.
Yeah. I
Okay,
remember
does that
then.
fix it?
Yeah. Okay. It's getting a bit better.
Okay, it's gonna go back up. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
So I talked about like how I sent you the horror concept art, and then you were like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, that's good." And then we started to, and Hamad came along, which we were like, we were scrambling for 3D modelers, and we couldn't
Yeah.
find
Oh my
any.
god. Yeah, so like we were scrambling a little bit for like 3D modelers, and because we were super scared that like we wouldn't find any and we wouldn't know how to actually make assets. And we went back and forth with Endless about that, about like, hey, is there any way we can find a 3D modeler? And then they were like, all right, we'll like hook you guys up. And then they also labeled how many systems we have. And remember us kind of having that small bit of panic of like, there's a lot of systems here. And then I was like, can I bring on an extra programmer? And then they were like, yeah, cool. And so then I asked my friend Ali, and he put me in touch with 3 people. Three people. One of them is like Hamad, and I talked to one of them. He said yes, I'm interested, and then just vanished.
Oh wow! Wait, did you tell me about that?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Like, it's because like I asked all of you guys at the same time for the most part. And so, well, not you, like, I'm sorry, like the team at this point was just me and Raya and Layan. And then one of them was just not interested in the project, and that's fine. And then I believe Hamad answered second. And then we set up a meeting. I met him in person, and we talked, and I was like, yep, this is definitely person. This is the dude.
I was like, I remember you told me about Hamad, and I was like, yes, we need him.
Yes,
I need him.
Yes, definitely. Yes. And so yeah, like what was your experience kind of getting on the team?
I was more interested of how everyone is like different in personality wise. Raya is always like the chill back like programmer, right? Then Hamad came along and is like the life of the party. Like literally, I think like his little mask is like glowing and he has so much stuff. You get me like dude, you're so interesting. Like me and Faris, every time we're having like a 101 like conversation, we're working on stuff, and Faris just goes like, Hamad is such an interesting dude. We even have a meme for you.
He's cool.
He's really cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So like Hamad, what was your experience kind of getting on the team and whatnot?
Oh, like I saw Ali. He told me, okay, I found someone who was searching for programmers, blah, blah, blah. He wanted Emirati programmers. I reached out to someone who you know, but he isn't Emirati, and he wanted an Emirati programmer. So I said, okay, I'll try to help you out. And slowly, I found it interesting. Like I was like in my university, I just teach people about game programming and game development and make game jams and some events. And like since people started to know me, and like that's a good thing. Like make people know you so that they can bring you some like promotions or requests from other people who want help. So I wanted to help you out, and like so far I cannot believe this. Like I'm working on a game, like instead of like being
game
a
jam
host.
sort of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like we're working online, and like Raya, like I remember all the nights. Me and Raya, I'm teaching Raya about how to do something in Unity, and we suddenly like used Latticasian, and then we transitioned into GitHub.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm remembering. Like, do you know, Hamad? Do you know what was the first impression I had of you?
Oh no, okay, remind me.
What?
We were in a call in the studio, and you were like trying to share your screen, and
What happened?
you straight up said like, I am working with Raya, and then there's like a pause.
Yeah.
And that was my first impression of you. By the way, I don't know you before that.
I remember that. You're like,
first
I am
impression
working
of
with
you.
Raya.
I
And the
am
thing is,
working with Raya.
Brian, and like,
also-
he's like Brian, and everyone was there like,
Okay, and
okay.
me and Farid were dying.
Yeah. Like, honestly, yeah, like that, yeah, like,
That was so good.
I remember like we all laughed a lot at that as well.
Yeah, we still do. It's still hilarious till this
like, do you
day.
remember
You're
that?
a living legend.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, like what kind of drew you both to like the concept that me and Raya kind of put together?
Honestly, I just like drawing. So I was like
you were just like, I get to draw, and that's fine.
and I'm satisfied with my work. It's like I like colors a lot, and I know you, Faris. Like even we talked before. Like I was like, you told me to be part of this program, and I knew that you had ideas. We were in the same class, by the way. So it's
I
like,
know.
what you
I
call
know.
it? So I knew where your creativity was at, and I was like, it would be so cool to be like working with someone who has like creativity because we both are kind of in the same wavelength. I hope. So what you
Yeah.
call it?
For the most part, I'd say.
So I knew that I was gonna do something that you wanted ish. You get me? Because like you're super good at directing and I'm super good at applying. That's literally it.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it. It's
Yeah.
my first time like directing, and honestly, it is a hectic job because like I don't know what my responsibilities are to a certain extent. It's literally at some point I'm kind of like, do I just tell them what to do? Like I feel bad about doing that.
I mean, yeah, this is what you're supposed to do. Just like,
yeah,
tell
I
us
mean
what to do.
that is kind of what I like. Like I remember towards the beginning, I was kind of like a little hesitant, and then
Yeah.
at some point, I'm just like, XYZ needs to get done anyway. Bye.
Yeah. Exactly. No,
I
I
used
like
to have
that
like
because
3-hour calls with like you guys, just kind of like, all right, so like I guess this is kind of how it's supposed to work. And the last call we had lasted an hour, where we
Yeah.
blasted through everything, just like, yes, this is what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. Anyway,
yeah, you literally like had the list. It was like, okay, art, so you have to do this and this and this and this. No, you know that I prefer this type of like work flow. Because
Okay,
once we get to the point and I'm like, okay, peace, I need to work too. You get me?
Yeah.
It's like,
So like what drew you to the concept?
Hamad.
Like Hamid,
The question again?
yeah, what drew you to the concept that like we put together?
The concept of the horror game, you mean?
Yeah. Like what interested you about it?
First of all, it's Emirati, and like I hope like we get to finish the project.
Oh, we will.
We will.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it, honestly.
I don't doubt it too.
Yeah,
It's
because
like-
I feel like once the assets come in, like the workflow will be a lot smoother. At this point,
Smoother.
we're kind of just like stuck in limbo, you know. But yeah.
It's not,
Anyway, go ahead.
like it's
You're
not like we're stuck in a limbo. It's like we're trying to post it more. Yeah. Like,
You're
wait.
cutting out a little bit.
Oh, my audio is cutting out.
No,
your
just
audio-
speak slow, and you will be fine.
Okay. So, like, it's not like we're in a limbo. We're trying to post it forward with what we have. We're trying to merge our commits on
Yeah.
GitHub.
Yeah, true. Like
Did
on the
you-
programming side, you guys are not stuck in limbo so much. But on the level design side, I am full on stuck in limbo. I'm literally just writing all of the things that I need to write for the first level, so we can bring in like the deliverable. But yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, to solve this first need to meet in person.
yes,
So
I would actually like that.
productivity goes
I would
up.
very much like that to like actually work in person or something. We can meet at like a library or something.
Honestly, that's so much better. We can all like have we
Yeah.
meet and then we can just work
Let's do it.
together. That's awesome. Yeah. Can we go to
Yeah.
Sakar Avenue?
El Circal? Yes.
No, the vibes.
We can go like we can go to like what is called like to like oh my god, never mind, my brain's not letting me talk.
It's Al Sakar Avenue. Have you went to Al Sakar
Youth Hub
Avenue?
is yes, many times, yes.
Then we go.
Yeah. And we can also go to the youth hub. We can also go to like what's it called, the library, House of Wisdom as well. We can go to like really anywhere. but yeah, like that would actually be really cool to like meet up with you guys and actually work in person.
Yeah.
And then because then there's a lot less of the like slow back and forth that kind of comes with online.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
a question though, because I don't know about you guys, but I definitely learned new stuff when I was like in this program. Like I had to look so many tutorials and how to do like certain things and what's not what did you guys learn new in this program?
Ahmed?
Oh, like while I was learning, I don't to use like I don't have to use what I forgot. Yes, raycasting, because like I was used to use box colliders. So like to learn raycasting, it was like really
Daunting.
inspiring,
Yeah.
really like daunting. Yes.
Yeah, I can imagine that. I mean, like, on your side, I feel like, well, the both of you really, there's a lot of things that, like, it's because, like, okay, for, like, on the art side, you had to learn, like, a little bit about, like, skyboxes and fonts and whatnot. Fonts pain, but, like...
fonts, big pain.
Ask Laura once like we go back to uni, by the way. She'll probably help you out.
I'm supposed to take the typography, but obviously I can ask the people who already took it because they made their own fonts.
The thing is, yes and no. I asked someone in typography, and she said, no idea, we didn't take that yet. And so just go to Laura herself. Anyway,
Okay, I'll go to her.
Point is, so like on the art side, you had to learn a little bit, about skyboxes and whatnot. When it comes to skyboxes, by the way, on the art stream, you said that we were going with the skybox, and no, we're not. But
I said as a replacement, not as like the full thing.
As a replacement, like we're
like until I figure out how to do, because it's not working for me for the 3D Photoshop thing. Like what I can do, which I discovered like recently, is put it on Blender and make like a skybox sphere in Blender and make sure that it's seamless, and then send it to Hamad.
Yes.
So it would be like UV mapping. You get me?
Yeah. Like this, like this is kind of going like out of the like primary conversation. Now we're just talking about like planning. But yeah. So like you had to handle, like skyboxes for the first time, things like that, and like had to do, like raycasting and things, and like also like Raya. It's her first time like programming for a game at all, and so she's learning everything, and she managed to program some. Yeah, she managed to program some cool stuff with the help of Hamad, of course. But I, on the other hand, I kind of stuck to my strengths here, whereas like I was just kind of writing, and I already know how to write, so like it's not impossible for me, like
But you
it
said
wasn't out of my wheelhouse.
directing
Directing,
and telling.
I guess managing a team was like my first time doing that. Um, that was a little bit new. I guess I learned to kind of like, how do I put this? Like, it's more of like a time management thing, where like
Yeah.
I try to put tasks in a way that's doable for
Yeah.
you guys. To a certain
Hamad?
extent. You understand?
Time management as well as project management. That's
Yeah.
more important.
Yeah.
Like, well, I mean,
Like
hand in
we're using
hand.
Monday. We're using Monday.
Monday to
I'm just
Yeah.
Yes.
Using that to kind of list out all of the systems that we need, what needs to
Yeah.
get done, what's in the backlog, all of that stuff. Endless helped us with all of that stuff, and I like reorganized it so that it works well for our team. And now we have one that's very functional and very like great. And yeah, so like that's kind of I guess the only thing that I really had to learn. But on the side of my input, aside from project management, is like I was just writing.
I think I
level
missed
design
like
as well.
level design is nice though. You haven't level designed before? I think you have.
Only for D&D, and that's different.
That's understandable.
That's different, because you don't need to think about elevations too much and whatnot. Like you don't need to think about sight lines, because you just slap that map down on the table and all of the players are looking at it and they're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think the thing that I learned here, I don't know. I think Hamad also knows. I'm not sure if he saw like my artworks, but before like the concept, I had inconsistent styles. But this is by far the most consistent I've ever been in my entire life.
I feel like
artwork.
because like you had to remain consistent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
You know,
it
then
takes.
before you could shift styles kind of to fit whatever you're drawing, but now it's like we're making this game has this style and you have to stick to this style.
Yeah, but usually like I did have a problem with that, by the way, which I didn't know how to keep consistent because I'm always like experimental, and I'm very proud of myself to like keep it consistent.
That's great, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I can imagine that's like, it feels limiting, but at the same time, once you get it, you're kind of like, oh my god, I managed to do it.
That means like I can have a consistent feed now. It's all because like from this program, which is insane.
I remember also back during the concepting phase, Brian was commenting on like how to keep your art style consistent, because during the first few concept arts, I could see that you were experimenting a little bit and you were trying to keep yourself boxed in the art style that you made, but like you were still being experimental. And then I remember the team at Endless would come back to us and say like, no, I think you like this does not fit the rest of it, and you need to kind of, and then you reworked it to make it fit.
No, this is not what they said. It was more like, I like this, and I'm like, noted.
Yes, but like I remember them commenting on like our style, like our theme basically. So like they were telling us about how like the painted strokes that like we were doing, how to keep that consistent and all of that stuff. Yeah, I remember that in particular.
I remember they were also like the ones that gave me a path for like the style of the game, because they were also as well pointing out to me like, go through this direction. I think it's gonna work super well, which then like I achieved it. So
we had a significant amount of guidance, I'd say, from and it really helped out for like us being first time working on a project like this.
like
Um,
possible.
yeah, it made it a lot more like possible and doable. Really, like it didn't
Yeah.
feel as intimidating as I figured in the beginning.
Yeah.
Still
No,
is
I'm
intimidating.
honestly like it is obviously intimidated. Like you have to do work. Work is work. You get me? Like you can't say like work is easy. Work is still intimidated. Work is still hard. You get me? But like I'm super happy because it's like they're super considerate. They're super understanding as well, considering that we are students and we have like other stuff to do. So this is like working super well for
Yeah.
like for me, and I feel like very comfortable like working in this program as well. You get me?
Mhm.
Yeah.
How was your experience,
Haman.
like Hamid?
Okay, so far. Okay, like, I haven't talked so much though. Okay, I could just, I could just say my experience is good, but I want to the question to be more broader,
Well,
so I can't talk too much as
I
like.
mean, uh, how
You
did you feel
can.
like the support from Endless? How did you feel with like how intimidating the project seemed in the beginning and how it's going for you now?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
sometimes like since we are working online and we had to use plastic SCM, like we did, I had to like see what Raya is doing. Sometimes she was like doing like the thing is we first Raya told me we already have a first person prototype, we can use that. But the problem is like we were using plastic SCM and the inputs weren't working. So I told her we need to do one from scratch, and I explained to her how to create a project from scratch and how to use plastic SCM. And
Mm.
like first of all, like Raya is a programmer. Raya is a really a good programmer, but I'm not sure if like she has a lot of Unity experience.
She has
Like
none. That's the thing.
I don't want to speak bad about her. Like
I,
No,
I
no,
remember.
I don't think it's considered as bad because
yeah,
you're saying that
she
she's
started.
good and she's gonna be amazing if she keeps
Yeah.
it up. Yeah.
She is good, but she just doesn't have experience in this particular thing, and that's okay. I mean, there's no shame in that, you know.
Yes, like,
Yeah.
like so far she improved like a lot. I remember like the first day, like I was staring at what she was doing, and then I tell her, "You can do it like this," and she's like, "Oh, aha moment."
Yeah.
Like,
I still remember the time like we were in a Zoom call and me and Raya were figuring out like something and she's like, I have to call him. And we were all panicked. We like we're like, can you please like come to the Zoom call right now?
oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah. So like,
Also, yeah.
what?
Also, I'm not sure if Anthony can like switch screen, make the screen of the
Yes.
code bigger.
I was just going to say like we're gonna be showing you a little bit of the current playable today. It is very buggy, still needs a lot of work and all of that stuff, but that's gonna come a little bit with the announcement towards the end. But yeah, I mean, is the screen share on?
Yes, the screenshot is on. I'm just looking at the YouTube and waiting to see if the
No,
screen of
there's
the
a
program.
delay, so don't worry about it. So as soon as you tell Anthony, he's gonna just do it.
Okay.
It's already on.
Like I remember the first time we started, like there were just 3 files, and like I was telling Raya about instead of using Visual Studio, we can use a plugin that can make our programming faster. It's called Script Inspector 3, and we installed that, and then the folder numbers increased, and we have had live streams. This code is still there from the first live stream that we made, and that remains of the starter assets that that we erased. So we like this is these are the assets for Ghroob. Like this is how the project will go. Like if you have a project that you have started, this is midway. Like this is the mess that we are facing right now. The mess is organized in files. Like this is the live streams. Gaia here was programming the mouse and the player movement. Like that's another asset that we downloaded from the asset store. It's the low body water. That's this over here. Materials, we are experimenting with materials. That's right. This for the campfire. Like it's a placeholder. Prefabs, all of the prefabs that we are using. Some of them need fixing. Like I discovered right now that the enemy that we will spawn over there, we just have to do something a little bit scary, which is deleting the player from the scene and adding it as a prefab. I'm not sure if I can do it.
So duplicate it, and then start experiment on it.
Yeah.
Before I do that, like for example, that's the key. We can. Oh no, it's Unity lagging again. Okay, that's the key. You can see it shining.
Okay, like
key for the gate. The scenes that we are working on, we are level 1. We're not using this anymore. So one day we need to organize everything.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. Here, that's the outhouse. That Lions Ahems. That's the skybox.
Yeah. Did you put the skybox on?
It doesn't show up here, but when I click play, it will show up. Let's see. Will it show up?
Okay, let's see. I was gonna say something, but it stopped. What?
Yeah, so like in the beginning, the inspirations that I had for this game kind of came from things like The Descent and like some like other horror movies that I watched, and horror games that I played, like Outlast.
It's huge. Sorry, continue.
Yeah. That entire map was that's all 3 levels of the first chapter, and so those are kind of the inspirations that I used to create the first few like concepts that I gave to you, and that kind of gave me the idea to like use like the stealth kind of horror for this game, because I feel like that gives more impact to the horror feel, and I think that we just don't have enough of that sort of stuff here anyway. Like our horror is too tame. I feel like we needed to go a little bit further, and so that's why that's why I built the first level to kind of be small and give you that feeling of claustrophobia, because that's kind of what I got from The Descent in particular. So I mean, well, I would recommend you guys to go and watch that. So yeah, that
is he swimming?
Now
Yeah.
Like
Sorry,
now, it's okay. Now you will see the first level that we made. This is just so that you guys can see it. It's going to be a lot darker. Why is he in the water?
This is what I said. He was like, the enemy was just like swimming in the water.
Yeah. So like now we'll show you a little bit of like the playable and the AI and stuff. Well, we can also show them the model of the witch. Yes, and you put a little bit of like animation to it, which is cool, and we get to show them a little bit of that. Okay, wait, we have some comments over here. Yes. Is that an RGB mask? Or
is it just me?
Or is it just me? I need to get one of those. Yeah, dude. This guy is like he has this mask, and he has like another mask that's like a full face mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, both are sick. And the atmosphere and the level design looks amazing. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
It's good. It's going to get better once we have the assets, and then you guys can really see what we're gonna put together, and it's gonna be amazing. Hopefully, your hands up.
One question. Don't you think the moon needs to be a bit smaller?
Yes, I agree that the moon needs to be a little smaller.
I wasn't informed to make it smaller.
It is
could have
okay.
fixed that a little. Like, no, I feel bad because it's like you could have had like a smaller moon.
We can, if you want to use a skybox that we can get off of the Unity asset store until you make the.
I do have a skybox that before I did the skybox, I always have backup. So I was like, in case if I really messed up the skybox, I
Here's a
already
skybox.
downloaded skybox.
Yeah.
No,
Make the moon bigger and add chains
Add
to it.
chains?
You see, and make it darker. I am not wrong. I am always right when it comes to adding chains. We have been having a running joke for the entire development process of me telling her to add more chains, and you guys will know why. You guys will know why once we have the rest of the assets. But yeah.
Abdul says, keep it up, guys. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Abdul.
Thank you. Yes, we will keep at it, and that's actually part of the announcement. That we're close to the end, so I guess why not make that sort of announcement? It's not really an announcement, more of just informing you guys. This game is not going to be done by the end of the month. It's not going to be done. And the reason that is because only the first level is going to be done. That's kind of going to be our demo. And then from there, we're going to be working on the rest of the game. So we're going to be working into December and after that to kind of create the whole experience complete, like all together. And because I don't think anyone outside of the team and Endless know that this is happening. So I feel like it's good to tell everyone here, since it is the last stream, but this is not the last you guys will see of us. There's another comment here. Is the red pyramid like a camp or a save point? Well, no, it's like she said, it's like a bonfire, and that works to kind of lead the player's eyes from when they start. That they'll see down the map and they'll be like, oh, I see, that's where we're supposed to go, and so then they'll move in that direction to kind of explore.
Wait, I just saw, like, can you come back to the witch's animation? That was so cool. What is she doing?
She's breathing.
Okay, let's move the player to the witch, so I don't waste time.
I feel like she needs to stand a little bit, she's standing like she's like...
She's standing like she's a man.
She's standing...
that.
She's standing like she's a man. She can't stand like a man.
No, but like, she has to be... She doesn't need to be, be like, just having her
I feel
arms
like
down.
she looks angry. That's all. She looks angry. Dawn the Dawn says, congratulations on all of the hard work. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're
Appreciated.
new.
Yes.
Dawn's new.
Thank you for stopping by. So
Can
all
this
in all,
be the
we are,
video?
what can it? Oh, just her.
Oh,
Well, the thing is, the menu is actually going to be kind of like that. We're going to have the bonfire and the mountains and all of that stuff. We're going to have a scene set up specifically for the menu. The witch really gives off an antagonist feeling. Yep, that's because she is. They're kind of side antagonists. You guys are going to be meeting the primary antagonists later when we have the rest of the assets, and the main protagonists are really cool. They are a lot cooler, especially some towards chapter 4, but that's a little bit down the line.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Hamad, does the cameraman like has animation, or is he kind of like a walking? He doesn't.
No.
So he just walks
Yes,
with
it
like
doesn't
two
Any
legs.
animation.
yes, it's just like that.
Yeah, it's just a camera right now, I believe.
Yeah, but every time,
Yes, it's a
but
camera.
every
and
time
the
he
body.
looks down or like he jumps, the
Yes.
two stays like this. It's like stays like this. You get the same
Yeah.
state.
Yes, no
Yeah,
animation.
because there's no animation attached to it, and the thing
Yeah.
is, later, like the game is not going to be true FPS. True FPS is when you can see the body when you look down.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not going to be like that. We're just going to have the arms, kind of similar to Amnesia. But yeah. So yeah. Like, do you want to show them a little bit of like how the AI works and stuff? Since like we
Well,
are closing out, so I guess just walk
Yeah.
through the level and just show us
Yes.
around a little.
Okay, I'll tell you the problem that I'm facing right now with
Okay.
the enemy. Since right now, it's not in the level it needs to be spawned. So it's a prefab. Okay, let me go over. It needs to be spawned, so it's a prefab. Let me go. Let's see the enemy. And we'll go to the scary thing that I was talking about. Okay, so the trigger zone is there. You can't see the trigger zone, but it's over here. So I touched the trigger zone, and the enemy will pop out.
Oh.
So the enemy is there. But the enemy saw me, but it's just swimming right now.
He's swimming. That's so
As it
cute.
be.
And he stopped
Yeah, so
because he's...
if you see there's a light kind of coming from the player, that is going to be from a lantern that we're going to have, and that will make it like easier to be detected and stuff. So we're giving the player some options to pick their own way to play if they don't want to see. The play is going to be so much darker, so
Yeah.
much darker.
Oh.
So they're gonna kind of need to have like
the light
the
on to
lantern on
see.
sometimes.
But wait,
So,
why
yeah.
is it like this bright right now?
Oh, you want me to
Just
take
for the
it
sake
down?
of-
Is it because
No,
it's a
no, no,
Let
no.
me
skybox?
do this.
I
Let
don't
me
think it's
do this.
necessary. Okay, we can make it darker if you want to, but like it's that just because we want people to see the level, because we don't want to be too dark right now. But
Wait.
he can make it darker, I believe, right?
Yeah, right now he just made it darker. Yes.
Yeah.
It should be more aesthetic. Oh, that's awesome.
It's not there for me yet because I can't see it on the stream platform. I can only see it.
You can see it on like where we are
on
right
YouTube. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for it to load.
now. Can you look at the skybox, Hamad? I'm so sorry.
Yes. The moon is that big. You can just go to Photoshop, make the moon a little bit smaller.
I'm definitely gonna make it smaller. I'm just seeing why is
Whoa,
it
it's
still light.
massive.
This is what I said.
Yeah. It's gonna be even darker than this, by the way. Like
Yeah, but I'm
Way
how I'm
darker.
seeing it because the moon is so bright. This is probably why it's not as
it's this
dark
smaller
as
moon.
it is.
And that's also why I said to cover it with some clouds.
It
Can't
is
wait to
covered.
see the stars. If there will be stars.
More covered. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe we are coming to the end of our time.
Yes.
Are we?
Yes,
Yeah,
1
we have
minute
like
left.
10 minutes left. So if you guys have like any questions.
Yes. If you guys have any questions, please do ask. We are excited to answer anything that any questions you have. So
Yes.
go for it.
Go for it. Do you think that we should add not a fire?
We
But-
will talk about this in the Zoom call afterwards.
Yeah.
Just so
yeah.
just so we don't waste time on like on the stream. Yeah,
That
because
was fast.
yeah.
Yes.
Damn it, it was entertaining. It didn't feel like it was an hour.
I'm glad you
Yeah.
were here, Sahar.
Yeah.
Yes, he is my boy.
Aw. Wait, why
My
isn't
royal
any of
soldier.
the like little pills are not detecting you?
Little pins?
The anime
Cactus?
Oh,
Like, why is that
the
affecting
problem
you?
is I put. Okay, so we go to the enemy tab.
When are you guys
Okay.
hoping for the game to be
To be
completed?
completed.
I am guessing start of next year. I am assuming after we get the assets and then the other assets start to come in. Past that, it shouldn't be too difficult to really set up the levels. Level design to me, like, it just comes down to iteration a little bit, but I usually have the base done, which I can finish in no time. But yeah, I don't think it's going to take too long. So I believe the beginning of next year, everything should be ready to go for at least a beta test. If not, then the complete thing should be done by then.
Yes,
Yeah.
and if you want to be our playtester, you're welcome to contact us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he has my.
Endless. Yeah.
Yeah. Why are the streams stopping if production is continuing? Does it take up time from work? Well,
No.
yes and no. Yes and no. I feel like when it comes to the streams, it takes some effort out of me personally to stream, but
Yeah.
I've gotten used to it a little. But yeah, like, streams are stopping because Endless are kind of doing that.
Yes, these are summer
yeah.
streams. Like, they updated to stay connected with us, so we can say we will have streams. Like, you can also subscribe to Under Studios. They will have they will just make the upcoming stream, and you can be notified.
Yeah, I think it's because summer we don't have uni, but as soon as September starts, we're gonna have university, and we don't have enough time to be streaming. We cannot just yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
I
you're
assume
gonna
you're
have
asking me personally.
Yes. Yes, of course, we are asking you personally, and we're also asking everyone else in the chat if you guys are actually down to playtest. Do hit us up on Discord.
So the streams weren't really endless.
The streams are not really endless.
So the streams wasn't really endless.
Yes, these aren't endless streams, unfortunately.
Puns. We love puns.
Yes, but there will be other streams coming from Endless, but not from our team. I believe, but there will be other streams.
Nice car.
Nice car. Yeah, I mean, well, it rolls pretty well, I think. Very spherical wheels.
Oh my god.
If there's any more questions,
let us know before we wrap.
Yes, because we are going to be wrapping up in a bit, so please do put your questions in the chat.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it.
So we'll be watching the streams as they come through. All right. I guess that is the end of our stream today.
Yeah.
If you guys do have any questions past this, hit us up on Discord. We are in the Endless Discord channel.
Yeah.
And
I wanted to say something, which is I hope everyone is inspired to be game developing as soon as they see our stream, because I think that was the purpose in the goal, right? So I hope everyone gets to catch to be a game developer, right?
Yes, we need more game developers in the UAE, and if you guys want to help out for anything, hit us up. We'd love to talk. All right.
Exactly.
So without further ado, thank you for joining us on our final stream. We really appreciate all of you guys stopping by for all of the streams that we've had, and we're excited for the upcoming work that
we're gonna do, and we're gonna be showing everything to you guys as it comes on the Discord, and we're gonna be, just
vibing.
talking more about it online. So you guys will be seeing us soon, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yep. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.